History of my oldest ancestors of whom I am very proud descend. July 22nd, 1035, dies Robert I, Duke of Normandy, my 32nd grandfather, 5 times my grandfather, father of the first King of England, William I, the Conqueror, and 6th grandfather of Dom Afonso III, King of Portugal. Robert I, Duke of Normandy, born in 1010 and died on July 22nd, 1035, was the son of Richard II, Duke of Normandy, and Judith of Brittany, paternal grandson of Richard I, Count of Normandy, and Gunora de Crepon, Princess of Denmark, and maternal grandson of Conan I, Duke of Brittany, and Ermengarda de Anjou. Robert I of Normandy, also known as Robert the Liberal, Robert the Devil, and Robert the Magnificent, was Duke of Normandy from August 1027 until his death in 1035. Biography. Despite being the second son of Richard II of Normandy, he became the Lord of the Duchy after succeeding his brother, Richard III of Normandy, who died prematurely in a way considered mysterious, with Robert I being accused several times of his brother's death. He was a supporter of King Henry I of France, against the king's brothers who rebelled against the crown, having received the territory of Vexin for his service. Robert I of Normandy was involved in the affairs of Flanders and supported his cousin Edward, the Confessor, helping in the ducal court the eventual submission of England to the Danish King Swano I of Denmark. He even thought about intervening militarily in England. In the field of religion, Robert I of Normandy commanded the monastic reform of the Norman Duchy. In 1034, during the Great Famine that spread throughout almost the entire West, he decided to go on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, leaving a successor, his only son, William, later William I, the Conqueror, first King of England, under the tutelage of Alan III of Brittany. He left in February 1035 and died on the way back in Nicaea, on July 22, 1035. After the funeral, he was buried in Nicaea, and later, 1187, he was transferred to Apulia, Italy. His early death threw the duchy into a wave of trouble and large-scale anarchy driven by the dispute over the duchy's inheritance. These problems were only resolved years later with the Battle of Valles Dunes. Family relationships. Robert I, Duke of Normandy, was the second son of Richard II of Normandy, Duke of Normandy, and Judith of Brittany. He married Arlette de Falaise, my 32nd grandmother, 5 times my grandmother, daughter of Fulberto de Falaise and Doda, with whom he had. Adelaide of Normandy married Ingeron II of Ponthieu. William I of England, my 31st grandfather, 5 times my grandfather, Duke of Normandy from 1035 to 1087, and the first King of England from 1066 to 1087. He was married to Matilda of Flanders, my 31st grandmother, 5 times my grandmother, daughter of Baldwin V of Flanders, Count of Flanders, and Adelaide of France, Countess of Corbie, daughter of King Robert II of France and granddaughter of Hugh Capet, despite the opposition of Pope Leo IX, due to the degree of kinship that was among them.